I've lived through enough to know when to speak up for people who don't have a voice.
Demi Lovato is back and better than ever. The Disney Channel star turned singer-songwriter has no doubt had a checkered history, but it seems that their messages of love and acceptance in the face of adversity have been the key to their very successful recovery from substance abuse issues. From being in and out of rehabilitative services to engaging in some dubious decision-making related to substance abuse, the internet seems so relieved to see Demi back on their feet. Although they aren't totally free from scrutiny, as an awkward encounter with a yogurt company temporarily canceled the star. After coming out as non-binary recently, Demi is extremely candid about their journey to a new place of acceptance, and is even seen sporting a new hairdo. Or I guess lack thereof. All this and more on Where Are They Now? Don't forget to comment down below who you'd like to see appear on the next episode, and like this video for more content. Demi Lovato was born in New Mexico and had a strained relationship with their father throughout most of their life. When their parents got divorced, Demi stated that they almost completely lost contact with their father. At 10 years old, they began their acting career on the television show Barney and Friends. From there, Demi transitioned into a Disney child star when, in 2007, they landed a role on a short series and then eventually got the lead role in the hit movie Camp Rock and the television show called Sunny with a Chance. Camp Rock was a massive success and made Demi a household name amongst younger audiences. They were very popular as a Disney kid, working alongside stars like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and the Jonas Brothers. In November 2010, however, when Demi was 18, they stepped back from acting and later said they would only return when they felt confident doing so. They then shifted their focus more towards the music industry, releasing quite a few pop hits. But being in the limelight does have its drawbacks, and Demi experienced that full force. In 2009, when Demi was only 17 years old, they tried harder substances for the first time, coupled with alcohol. It was an instant hook for the star, who had a family history of addictions. It was only discovered years later that the reason why Demi left acting in 2010 was actually because they had to enter a treatment facility for the first time to address eating and self-harm issues. In rehab, Lovato was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which is an illness that gives you intense mood swings with really intense highs and really intense lows. Once Lovato left rehabilitation, it would only be a few weeks before they relapsed. The relapse would be so severe that for months Demi would be in and out of a haze, and they would even have an scare that sent them to the hospital. Once again, Demi checked into a rehab in January 2013, where thankfully they stayed sober for about 5 years. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Demi describes the difficulty of remaining free of substances, crediting their very strong support network and religion. Then, in 2018, the actor posted about being 6 years sober. And that would all come crashing down though, when only a few months later, with the release of their new single titled Sober, they sing about a relapse and seem to imply that they had begun using again. When only a few weeks later, Demi is rushed to the hospital for an apparent overdose. The star had a genuine brush with death that genuinely rattled them. The drugs they were using are known for destroying lives, and it seems that through this hospital experience, Demi is trying once again to maintain their path to recovery. Since the hospitalization, they posted on Instagram, quote, "Today I would have been 7 years sober. I don't regret going out because I needed to make those mistakes, but I must never forget that's exactly what they were, mistakes." As of right now, Demi remains sober and continues their journey towards full recovery. They even went back to singing, returning to the stage in January 2021, and only a month later performing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. So where are they now? Well, Demi had a lot to say in 2021. After Glee actor Naya Rivera's passing, Lovato labeled themselves as queer in a statement mourning the death of Rivera. They later explained that they are pansexual and looking for love across any gender despite only having historically dated men. Then in May 2021, Demi Lovato officially came out as non-binary and changed their pronouns to they them. In the Instagram post, Demi states, quote, "This has come after a lot of healing and self-reflective work. I'm still learning and coming into myself. I don't claim to be an expert or a spokesperson. Sharing this with you now opens another level of vulnerability for me." They then clarify that in the future their gender expression could change as they continue to grow and evolve, stating, quote, "There might be a time where I identify as trans, and there might be a time where I identify as non-binary and gender non-conforming my whole life. Or maybe there's a period of time when I get older that I identify as a woman. It's about keeping it open and free." Celeb and fan reactions to Demi's bravery at coming out have been super endearing. When singer Lizzo was asked by paparazzi if she would be working with Demi on any new songs, Lizzo politely corrected the reporter when they misgendered the Camp Rock star. Other celebrities like former co-star Selena Gomez have congratulated Demi on their transition. It was all very sweet and emotional, and then things got a little weird. In June of 2021, Demi Lovato got into a feud with none other than a yogurt shop. They made headlines after they came for the yogurt store because it promoted sugar-free froyo and offered diet foods for customers to buy. Demi Lovato called out the company on her Instagram to a following of 102 million people and labeled them as, quote, diet culture vultures. Obviously, the internet was kind of upset about Demi's reaction. Having healthy options isn't exactly promoting diet culture. In fact, it's promoting healthy eating and is much less damaging than basically any McDonald's ad that normalizes putting harmful foods into one's body. Demi's history with food issues is credited as the reason behind their outlash against the company, stating that it triggered them to see sugar-free options. While it's entirely okay to feel upset by the modern Western world's relationship with food and diet culture, it is very unfair for Demi to blast a small company on their Instagram when the company is only trying to appeal to a larger group of people. I mean, it doesn't even have to be for diet reasons. It could very well be options for people with celiac disease who have to be careful about the sugars they consume. People were upset that Demi would go straight to aggression, and it seems like unnecessary negativity when there are tons of other examples of harmful diet culture. The entire modeling industry is incredibly harmful to young people who grow up believing that their bodies are wrong just because they aren't stick thin, or even promoting unhealthy and harmful foods as cool or something to want. Eventually, Demi posted an 8-minute apology video onto Instagram, stating that, quote, people with eating disorders should be able to go in and feel safe wherever they want to eat. Everything I'm doing is well-intentioned, you have to understand.
I'm protective of the little girl inside of me that didn't get that representation at a young age of someone saying, all of this diet stuff is not okay, you're worth more than that.
Lovato let their emotions get ahead of them, and while their intentions of exposing harmful diet culture may have been well-intentioned, it's a little self-centered to think that just because a yogurt store has sugar-free options, that it means they're promoting diet culture. Not everything's about you. Despite that weird altercation with a small business, Demi has maintained a relatively low-key lifestyle for a celebrity. Recently, near the end of December 2021, they did reveal a radical new haircut on social media. With the hashtag #FreshStart, Demi rocks a shaved head, and what I truly hope is the best year yet for the actor/singer. Despite the weird yogurt spectacle, I think their road to recovery is a brave and difficult one that requires a lot of courage and self-love. Every choice Demi makes that leads them closer to their more authentic self should be encouraged and met with compassion always.
I need a mental health day. Peace. Love you. Mean it.
So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Where Are They Now? I've been your host, Sierra. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to be notified when we post next. See you next time.